And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Please continue to go over to Troy's channel and support his channel and help that brother to continue to grow. Please just support. All right. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. It's Friday morning and I'm trying to finish off strong. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Somebody says, SouFlo, every time you do that, it's the freaking weekend. I'll be at work trying to listen to you, man, and you just bust me out. See me, I'm trying to turn the phone down. It's the freaking weekend, baby. It is. And here we are. Give yourself a round of applause. You made it. Another week. Time is flying. Time is flying. If you want to know how time is flying, then have some children. You'll know how time is flying. Because you'll look around like this and there'll be one, and then you'll look around like this and there'll be seven. You look around like this and they're getting ready to leave your house. That kind of stuff. Yeah, time is flying. Anyhow, here we are this morning. We have a couple of topics on the table. Just to keep the morning light. It's Friday morning. I don't want to go out heavy this morning. All right. We're gonna big up some people. Jenny, it's a freaking weekend. Big up yourself. I don't want to keep it too. I don't want to get too heavy. But even though we might end up getting heavy, when do we not get heavy? So I realize that some of us don't know what love is or how to love. So that's gonna be mixed in there somewhere. And I just want my audience, when we reach that topic, we're gonna play a game. And the game is gonna go like this. All right. Because we have to reassure each other and we have to help to teach each other and all these things and remind each other and all these things. So I'm gonna say something like love will never blank, and then you're gonna go wild in the comment section. Love will never this, love will never that. Love is blank, and then you're gonna be like, love is this, love is that. All right, so we're gonna do that, right? But that is to come. That is to come. All right. What we're gonna talk about, though, main topics this morning. We have to go back over the breaking. The biggest story of this week for me is not even Ukraine and Russia going at it. The biggest story of the week for me is the Jamaican female police officer, Shelly-Ann Allen, that is now indicted, officially indicted in the United States of America, and she is looking at 80 years. 80 years is what they have on the table under two counts, which carry 40 years apiece. You know, the shade tree lawyers are going to jump in the comment section and say, she not get more than 10 years. She not, that's what them do for just scare you. You know, them say 80 years and stuff. Well, we're going to talk, and your conversation is welcomed this morning. Let me plug up my phone. We're going to talk about her situation surrounding her and all that. We have to talk it out. We did the video with all the details in it, painstakingly went and dug up all the details, and we did the video. So all information is out there. The pertinent information is out there. But we didn't talk about it face to face, right? So we're gonna talk about that this morning. TashaK, you know the blogger, if you want to call her vlogger, TashaK. Everybody knows TashaK now. TashaK had that lawsuit with Cardi B, right? And Cardi B got awarded something like $4 million. I have it all over here. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute. TashaK has now come out to say, I ain't got it. Don't ask me for no money because I ain't got it. Well, Cardi B claps back. Bitch better find my money. Cardi B said, you better find my money. Right? So we're going to talk about that. Some people are saying, well, you know, a whole lot of hype and pride comes before a downfall and shame and guilt and all this other stuff. So we're going to talk about that as well, because that's near and dear to me, because a precedence was set. And the courts will forever now follow that precedence concerning bloggers, vloggers, people business, how you deliver what you say about others and stuff like that, right? So I've been on that track though, because I just knew that somewhere down the road that all this stuff was gonna backfire some way. So I never ran any hate campaigns. It's good. It's easy to do it though, and it's tempting to do it because those are the platforms that get a whole lot of interest, a whole lot of view. People will tune in. Oh shit, SouFlo over there done so and so. You hear what I'm saying about so and so, and then later on down the road, you find yourself in a court of law, right? And you start getting those notifications. You get that cease and desist first, and you're like, stop it, guys. We can't talk ourselves. I say, free world. I'm talk my mind, mouth make for talk it cut sideways. You know we're going already. We real extra with whether we wrong and strong and going all the way in until the consequences come, and then you know it's like I ain't got it. Oh, you ain't got it. You better find my money. You, you better. I'm sure me broke already. I mean, I have nobody money for find people. My Benz just get towed again yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that. Me not pretend to have what I don't have. I live above my means. I'm a regular person. I do believe in saving way more than I spend on all these things. I'm careful with my steps. I'm trying my best not to make any steps that's gonna cost me. Understand? Because me not have it to pay. All my coins have a destination already before they even come in. So that's the kind of life we living over here. And we ain't hyping to be with the Joneses. See, get up yesterday morning, mind you, my Ford, my Explorer is already in the truck, in the shop. Bus a corner, and the truck just died in the middle of traffic. And this is the truck that I said, yo, I'll put good money into this truck engine, make sure the truck run good. Me drive it, go all the way to Texas, keep it in. I'm in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, you name it, any southern state, that truck been there, right? I think the truck is just saying, listen, man, I've given you all I can give, and at some point you're gonna either have to change out everything, every single thing that's in me, or just lay me to rest. Yeah, send me to junkyard heaven because I can't do it no more. SouFlo. I think that's what that truck is saying. And then the truck just dead for me, boom, in the middle of the street. Lucky I got AAA. So for those of you who live in the US, make sure you have AAA. All right, AAA really works. It's a small fee that you pay annually. And in the last 2 weeks alone, forget 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks alone, or in the last couple of weeks, I've had to use AAA like 4 or 5 times already. Already, they're good for stuff like if you lock your key in your car, which I did. The fob key for my Benz and the keyless entry thing just stopped work. And so did it go on that day that it stopped working, that, you know, I wasn't thinking straight. I left my keys in there and my keys got locked in there. So I had to call. First, I paid $175 twice because I did it twice. Locked the keys in there twice. And then after that, one of my kids said, Dad, don't you have AAA? I said, yeah. I do. Matter of fact, I do. He said, AAA would have paid for that. You so and I'm looking at the guy that come to open the door to get my key out. Man, I look at him like, I want to fight him. I'm like, man, I'm in the wrong field. This dude make $175 literally in 5 minutes. Walks into my garage car. One time I locked it in, but it was at my house, so I wasn't out on the side of the road. Man walking in my garage, pull up in my driveway, walk in the garage. He puts a little thing in the, jam it in at the door, so, and squeeze it. It blows up and the door stretch apart. And put something in there, clicking, open. All right, sign right here. How do you want to pay? Cash, credit, something. I'm like, yo, hurry up and take the money here and leave. Before we start getting Bex. $175. And then I had to call him back again. And he's like, yo, I'm back here again. What's up? You keep locking your keys in your car. I said, don't worry, I won't be calling you again. So I just recently got a spare key. But hear this now. The spare key was $195. Yeah, a spare key. So I mean, I know if me too cut out for me with the Joneses, what I'm saying? Because I calculate my money in Jamaican money more time. Because, my pennies got to go to where they got to go. I calculate my money in Jamaican money more time. So when time the bills come, I'm like, God, you know how much money this is in Jamaica? You know how much we could do with this right now? You know, so somebody in Jamaica could have really, I'll start a business with this. I'll feed one whole family for a whole month with this. And that's how I look at my money. So I'll be stressing. Mint tea in my cup this morning with 1 little teaspoon of cane sugar. That's what I'm on. That's what's in my cup. I see the wine glasses going up. I ain't got it. Don't ask me for no money. But you better find my money. You bet. Woo! We're gonna talk about that though. So yesterday they told my Benz. They told my Benz out my driveway because the other vehicle, which is my backup vehicle, died the day before, and then I had to take it to the shop and left it there. And then yesterday now, I jump in, I'm like, I'm going to the gym early in the morning, put the key in the Benz, turn it, clip it, nothing. So what? Clip it, nothing. This is a car that and it starts, right? Runs smooth and quiet and everything. Not this time. Clip it, nothing, nothing. That car waited till the tow truck got here. When the tow truck driver said, what's going on with your vehicle? I said, man, I'm putting the keys in. I'm trying to start it. It's not starting. He said, all right, I'm going to back up right here and, get the truck on there or whatever. I said, hold up. Boom! The thing stopped right in front of the tow truck driver, and he's standing right there beside me. So he was like, you said it's not starting. I said, yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't starting before. So you want to drive it? You want to drive it to the shop, or you want to listen to this? Listen. You want to drive it to the shop, or you still want me to tow it? I said, I'll drive it to the shop. You're bossing up. I'll drive it to the shop. It's all good. I mean, I'll still pay you for coming out, but I'll drop because it's a triple A. Still, I got to pay him. I mean, I'll pay out of my own pocket. I was like, I'll pay you. I'll still pay you but I'll drive it to the shop. Soon as the man said, okay, and walk away like this, the vehicle, dead. Right there. And I turn the key again. Nothing. Nothing. I'm like, please, yeah, embarrass myself. Nothing. Nothing. I said, hey, I think you're going to have to tow it because it ain't starting. So the vehicle ended up getting towed yesterday. And now I'm looking at more bills and all these things. I could go on and on, but we're not going to do that this morning. Big up on yourself. I give thanks. I give thanks because I can laugh about these things. One time God made it so broke, I couldn't laugh about them something here. I'm not rich enough. I'm nowhere near rich. I mean, I tell you, a regular person struggling, but I'm past the worst, and I give thanks for that. You know what I'm saying? I give thanks. Life is short, man, and none of us are gonna escape this one like alive and kicking. So we have to put some humor into we have to put some humor into our everyday living. Find something to laugh about, even though it feels like it's gonna stress you the hell out to where you're gonna lose your mind. Find a reason to laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? I keep Ross watch SouFLo on the side of the road again when they see him old vehicle. You know how long my mom been telling me. My mother said, come on now, man, you can't afford something better. Like, I've had that same 15 years now. I've had the same, my backup vehicle, 15 years. When I tell you I don't follow hype, I'm not the type to be in I want the newest this car. I want them see me pull up in that. No, me find something nice and go and drive. See? So 15 years. And my mom been telling me that. My mom done switched out vehicles, paid them off, and get new vehicle, and always in something new. And every time she see one vehicle, when you gonna get rid of that car? You can get something better now, man. She been telling me that for 15 years. I said, damn, the amount of cars I've seen family members pay off, switch out, get all that money for me went into my savings. Yeah, and that's where it is. Cause you carry money in my savings. I'm a father of 6. My voice cracked. I'm a father of 6. I have responsibilities. See? And I have to have emergency money all the time. And sometimes emergency money come as a whole lot. It ain't no $1,000. When emergency money come, Boom, look, my AC went out in a new house that we just purchased, what, a year ago. My AC went out. Soon as I came back from Jamaica, blew like $10,000 in Jamaica, right? Not blue. I'm the kind of person that when I go to Jamaica, I like give people money because I tell myself, okay, I'm going back to a better situation than this person. That person, I work hard, minimum wage type thing, not getting paid enough. So I carve out a nice chunk of money and just give people, you know what I'm saying? And then, SouFlo, you serious? That like that's how they look at me, like, you serious? So I look out for others and all that. And when I come back, the bill tally up $10,000, right? Soon as I came back, I'm like, okay, now I gotta work hard and get this money back together. Boom, my AC goes out, the whole system. And I'm like, easy fix, call somebody, pay like $150, $200. Them come expert, 2 different people. Let me get a second opinion on that, cause that's too much. It can't be real. He said, okay. But when you're done getting a second opinion, call me back because I got a better deal for you than whatever anybody else is going to tell you. You need a new system, bro. I said, okay. Lie, my tell you, I tried swingling. Call other people in. They said the same thing. It's shot, kaput, done. You got to get a new one in. So, all right. $5,999 right off the bat. It just don't spend 10 grand and I try and make it back. You know what I'm saying? So when emergency comes and it comes big. So you have to save. You have to save for those rainy days. People see y'all live on them, don't know the story. You understand? All right. So let me big up some people this morning before we get into all that. Boy, while we doing that, some West argument. Do you see what's going on in the Ukraine? They just told all the males who are between ages something, very young, and 60 years old, you can't go nowhere. You stay right here and fight. Roughness. Asserin Odetta, thank you for being here this morning. Big up yourself, the first one in. And Jet Shelley right behind you with Lady Merlina. Top performers this morning. And Darlene Walter Riley, Tracy Champion, big up yourself. Mystic Lion in the building. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Great goodies. Thank you for being here. Mellow Beth is here. Whoa. Kitty Joy, Empress. I told you I'm probably still gonna butcher it, but you know we already talk and thing. Kitty Joy, Empress. She's like, SouFlo still butchering my name, but it's all good. Caribbean Queen is in the building. Perlis 123 is in the building. Craig Bailey is in the building. Kitty Joy name is coming like it give me anxieties, like when Miss Smith was my teacher at Moreira Primary School in Jamaica. And Miss, when you hit a word that you couldn't pronounce, Miss Smith would stand over your back with the guava whip or with one leather strap. And you know, as soon as you know you see the word coming up, you know you can't pronounce that word, right? So you start prepare your back for your lash. That's how that name, but nobody ain't lashing me, but it brings me anxieties like that still. Thank God it's Friday, Mellow Bet. Caribbean Queen is in the building. Prellis 123, Craig Bailey. Lisa Watkins is here this morning. Sasha Oliver, I'ma Inspire. Good morning. King Biggs, Wagwan fam. Audrey Minot's here. Craig Bailey is here. Rika Lou is in the building. Karen is here. Karen Mason. Florizel Watkins is here. Camille King is here. Robro is here. Robro, all is well? I say all is well because you're one of the names that I see all the time. So when I don't see you, if you're there too, you know, I care about y'all too. I wonder when I see a name disappear, I wonder if they're all right. I haven't seen them in a while, and then they pop up. I'm like, are you okay? You know, Kim Woods, Rosalind Michael is here. Marlene SG is here. VB721, Marcus is here. Marcus Apprentice is in the building. Juno Bryan is in the building. Oh, let me call a couple more names and then tell you all this real quick. Seymour Bennett is here. Hunchmaster is here. Nigel Richmond is here. Thandok Mabena, Jamaica, hello, is in the building. Thandok, are you in Jamaica? Rash Jada, good morning. Big up yourself. Greetings from Ja to all. Ragamuffin. Ooh-wee. Rash Jada. Anne-Marie Solomon is in the building. Camille King is here. Donna Stevenson is here. Marlene Grant is here. Wayne Nathan is here. Ryan Kenton in the building. Mark Barrett is here. Donna Thompson is here. And Roxanne McIntosh is in the building this morning. Senior Sexy there. All right. Senior Sexy assured me yesterday that SouFlo, I am a female. So I can say Senior Sexy there. All right. Senior and Sexy. Bob Cosmic is in the building this morning. Savannah Love is in the building this morning. And Barry Dale is here. Barry Dale says, SouFlo, good afternoon to you and all. That means you must be in the UK if you're saying good afternoon, because it's early morning here, fam. All right. Big up on yourself. Thank you. I should go into this email and read this email to you. Let me see, Gmail. So remember we did the scamming thing, just like a side note real quick. That business in Jamaica that scammed that woman, the brother tell her about him can have cabinets installed before Christmas. And even if it's, well, I can't open the email. Not from that computer. Anyhow, even if it's Christmas Day, I'm gonna make sure somebody install a cabinet them and thing, right? Ends up taking her money, thousands and thousands of dollars. Took advantage of her, really. And this is a licensed, registered business. See? And when I put the information out there, the person actually issued more threats. Like him, I go sue me and all these other things. And I said, my platform is open. You can come tell your side of the story. I'm not taking sides. I'm putting her information out there because she has receipts, right? So come dispute the receipts then and make way go through the thing. They didn't do that. Anyways, I was going through my mail yesterday and I came across her response. And her response was basically that after you aired the thing, he made 3 deposits or 2 deposits totaling an amount of something pretty close to what he swindled her for. So she got back most of her money, and she still has some dispute about the rest of the money that he wasn't too forthcoming about. However, she said at this point, she could cut the losses now, and just move forward. It is what it is at this point. But she got back most of her money, and thanks to us here, I don't take the thing by myself. It's you guys as well. Thanks to this platform and this audience, she was able to recover majority of her money that was taken from her. So may I tell the brother over Portmore, so people afraid of you because them say, you might have some bad man friend around the place, and this is how you deal with people, because it ain't the first time your business name got called up in the same thing. And the other person that I hadn't exposed yet told me that they were actually afraid of you. That is the reason why. Because, them have man in the area where I say stuff like, yeah, we should I get to work, girl, and all these things. So them afraid of you. And them no want me, them no want man running upon them and them something that that's how someone deal with business. When you swindle people and then kill them and think. So I tell the man, say I'm in Portmore all the time as well. So I not look no drama or nothing. I just wanted this woman to get her money back, and I want my people to actually deal with each other with love and respect and honesty, right? Stop swindling or rascal own people, because it makes the whole country look bad. Then we start looking at every contractor in the same way, all right? When you do good work, we will bring your name right here on the same platform, and we will say to everybody, yo, I have somebody for you. And trust me, he works good and he's reliable, and or she is, and this is the person, this is their contacts, and blow your business up for you, right? So you don't have to go that route. You don't have to go that route then. All right. So with that said, a sister contacted me and I found her email yesterday as well. Very, very, very intelligent sister, right? Her business, not business, it's a site. It's called signherejm.com. Sign as in sign something, sign here. Like somebody says sign here, sign on the line, signherejm.com. Signherejm.com is a website that carries free legal contracts that this sister took her time to draw up with attorneys in Jamaica off the land, so they know the law. So the contracts are like pre-done and they're free for you. So when you're getting into any kind of business, go to signherejm.com. That's one of the big mistakes that we make. We go to Jamaica, we have fix up house, we have build up this, we have build up that, and we start taking people for word. Yeah, man, me have a man over, so we do it for you. Yeah, me have a brother around, so we do it for you. Uncle John said him know Bobby from down there, so and Bobby good pandem thing, and next thing you're getting swindled. There's no paperwork to follow. There's no legal binding. Even with established businesses, it could come down to, well, it's my word against yours. When you give me money, I never seen you before, lady. Yeah, right? So signherejm.com. Go on that site and read that sister's experience. And that is the reason she left her whole experience on there, because she get chopped before by the entrepreneurs. And that's why she came up. She said it happened to her so many times. That's why she came up with this. Took her own time and resources, went, sat down with attorneys, drew up these contracts, and she have them on that signherejm.com. Now, if you might not need it, you might know somebody that does. Okay, so send them there, or at least save it, or go see the site for yourself. All right, so we're out here helping each other and uplifting each other, and that's what we're supposed to do, right? All right, moving right along now. I have a young lady, GoFundMe, and this is brain tumors and brain cancer. And again, I read her story on the GoFundMe. She had a surgery done recently in Jamaica, but the surgery wasn't 100. Lesions have formed again and all these other things. And now she has to go to Miami, Florida for better care. They can save her. They can help her, right? So basically they reached out and said, SouFlo, please help us save our sister. All right, I'm going to do what I can, which is give a little something, and I will post the link to that GoFundMe so you too can go look at it and you can give a little something as well. Don't be one of those people that, oh my God, rest in peace. You have a chance to help her save her life now. So do it now, right? $1 count a lot, trust me. Because if all of us on here give $1, it's a whole different world than all of us talk about sending prayers and God be with you, and next thing is RIP, right? Let's come out of that. Praying for Ukraine. Y'all so caught up in these people business, man. I'm seeing in the comment section, I pray Ukraine. I'm over here talking about one of your own that's going through it. Brain tumors, surgeries, need help. And you over here, I talk about pray for Ukraine. Y'all so conditioned. Like, yes, massa. Whoop. They're not even have to whooping no more. Just yes, massa. I saw with the I saw an article yesterday on a Jamaican format with the Prime Minister, President of Canada. Remember, I know we have one thing to talk about this morning, but a Friday morning, so we're going in. I saw the President of Canada or Prime Minister, whatever the hell they have, Trudeau, whatever his name is. If you see the amount of Jamaican women were under the comment section I talk about, and they're talking about Ukraine, and they're talking about the borders opening and Corona. I hear the Jamaican woman them under the comment section. I'm reading the comments, and one woman said, I'm distracted by all this, but just can't stop stare upon him. Next one liked her comment and replied under her comment, yes, girl, him look like a prince out of a storybook. And the next one, and I'm like, I look on the man, because me not see what them I see. But and they have their profile pictures up and stuff. So I'm looking at them. Some of them, I went over because it was on Instagram. So I clicked on it because I want to see the profile of the person who is saying all this. And I'm looking at it and I'm like people like this don't even look at you, right? And look at you. Look at you. He looks like a prince from out of a storybook. And he's so beautiful. Them use words like beautiful and he's this. Come on for the people them something, man. Pay attention to your business, all right? And stop being so invested in people who don't care about you or your kind like that. You know what I mean? Someone to walk with a pum pum, right? That's all. Right? That's all. Damn disgusting. Anyhow, moving right along. You want to start out with the Jamaican female cop, or you want to start out with TashaK and Cardi B? You better find my money. Or you want to start out with the Jamaican female cop and the 80 years she's facing in the United States of America prison. Yo, US prison have some woman in there will look like man, you know. I watch the documentaries, I've seen them. They be like this for real, like, yo, what up? What up? What's good? Yeah, what's good? Yeah, and you gotta look at them, and they was looking at them in the interview, in the documentary, you're the documentary lady, but you're a female, right? And she goes, yeah, I'm a female, and I get a lot of play in here. And she was like, yeah, well, I could see why, you know, these women are locked up. Some of them are doing a long time in this stutter in this facility. Some of them are doing a lot of time, and people get lonely. I see cop all over the place. So that's where we're going with it. All right. I said 1 and 2, TashaK. Find my money. You better find my money. Let's even this up. Guys, please help me wish my daughter a happy 18th birthday. Please and thanks. Hold on, who this? 18th birthday, please and thanks. Janet Stewart. Happy birthday to your daughter. We don't know her name because you didn't give us her name. But happy birthday to the daughter of Janet Stewart, who is 18 years old today. May your life be filled with many more happy, healthy, prosperous birthdays. You're just beginning life. You're not even beginning yet. Well, not really. You're a baby still. You're 18, right? You got your foot in, like 1 foot over in adulthood, right? Your mommy is here saying, help to wish you a happy birthday because she love you and she care about you. All right. Happy birthday to you, youngin. And I won't say YOLO, you only live once, because I was doing crazy stuff for my 18th birthday. And I wouldn't even tell, I would tell you don't do what I did, just like that, and leave it like that. But enjoy yourself, all right? Enjoy yourself. All right, back to this now. Thank you, Arzoid, or Razoid, for the happy birthday to her. It's a joy, right? When you're a parent and you watch your child coming in, it's a nervous time for you too. Because right now she's gonna have to let go more than ever before. She's 18. She's gonna be 19 and 20 next. And these things. So you're loosening the reins now more than ever before. Ooh, it's a nervous time. It's a nervous time. Is my baby ready for the world? Is the world ready for my baby? That kind of stuff. So you're nervous. I understand. All right, let's start out with Jamaican cop. Yeah. All right, man. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what the rottage she was thinking. Couple of things in this story though don't sit right. You know that she told U.S. authorities that she was smuggling this drugs for another Jamaica Constabulary Force officer, right? It's in the affidavit. I read the whole thing. The FBI put it together and put it out there. First of all, when those people, and y'all know me, I don't even play with their name. I say it once and that's it. So you know who I'm talking about. After that, it's the 3-letter word people. When they latch on to you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, right? Somebody says she wasn't thinking. Marie Johnson says she wasn't thinking. You know what, Marie? I think she was thinking, but I think she was coerced, somewhat forced, and probably even thinking, but just thinking foolishness. You know, some people you can't tell nothing. No matter how you even try to sit them down and show them the outcome of what their immediate actions are going to be, they don't want to hear nothing from you, right? I got this. You stay over there so in a year lane. I got this. And yeah, when that ego swell up, right? And they pleasing that ego and make them feel so good. They can't see. They can't see what's coming. And then that stuff hit like a Mack truck. And now it's like, woe is me. Woe is me, oh God. She had her son with her, her 20-year-old son with her when she got arrested. Now, in the affidavit, it doesn't say anything about her son. It says she's the one that's been charged. Now, a good mommy, even though she had the bad things, is going to quickly say, he has nothing to do with it. I have it on me and in me. He doesn't even know that I have it. I am so embarrassed because I'm caught in front of my son. You know, play that over to the fullest and make sure you get your son out of harm's way. Ain't no point in going to prison with your son, right? Ain't no point in going to prison with your son. And you know the man prison them in the US rough enough. Man, I thump you in your jaw for no reason just because I'm frustrated in here today. And take off on your face and stuff. So it's rough. It's rough. You gotta fight. You gotta fight, and you will be tested. It depends on how you look too when you're going there. Man, I look upon you like some sexy girl because he done got 45 years. He was hit with 80. The judge say he has to do 35 before eligible for parole. He's only 25, looking at 35 more years in prison than he's been on earth. You in here in the prime of my life. I can't get no tuntun. You will do. If I shave all the hair off of you, dress you a certain way, and turn you that way, then you will do. Hey, psst. Whoa! Oops. I remember Rollo telling that story where Rollo said somebody came in and laid some stuff on his bunk, and, and he walked in his cell from the rec room, and he was like, "Damn," because when somebody lays stuff on your bunk, it means you're gonna have to pay back for the stuff. I'm taking care of you. You're my girl. I'm gonna give you some stuff, right? You just came in. I see you don't got no commissary. You don't have nobody taking care of you. So I'm gonna take care of you, boo. Here's some toothbrush. You got a toothbrush, you got some toothpaste, get your hygiene up. You know what I mean? You got some shaving stuff, some, a little smelly good stuff, and a decent rag to bathe with, some soap, a bar of soap, a couple of ramen noodles and whatnot on his bed. And he was like, who the brother said in where they poop, then put up like one like a shower something, curtain something, and then pull it. So I'm saying, go in there and pull it. And he's like, because he just got locked up. And at the time when he got locked up, I think he was 19 or something. And he's like, oh shit. He's praying and he's doing all this over and over. And he said, all right, he's talking to himself in the mirror. All right, Rollo, you're going to have to man up. You're going to have to buck up. You got to fight. Because he don't know who. And then he heard down the hall, yo, Rollo, I left your stuff on the bed, on your bunk, yo. That's somebody who he had lent some stuff to before. That that repaid him by putting it on his bunk. So, and he wasn't in there. So when he walked in, the person wasn't there, so he didn't know who was. The man said, when he hear that, he said, whew. Then he started looking at himself in the mirror, and he was like, splash some water upon his face and think, almost got real. Almost got real. But it's that real in there. So I don't think you want your son going through that. But Shelly Ann, she got caught with her son at the airport, right? And for those of y'all who don't know the details, they were on her since 2019, man. Since early 2019. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022 is when they picked her up. See? Somebody said she'll go off and eat enough for a burger. Why? Y'all ever watch Orange is the New Black? Because it's a good depiction of what goes on behind bars. I watch Orange is the New Black, but I also watch the reality prison shows. I think they now look like they've taken them off of the air because the internet is now getting sensitive, especially like YouTube. YouTube used to have, for those of y'all who've been on YouTube for a while, you remember YouTube used to post about anything. You could used to go to YouTube and see people headbutt get shallow on the roadside. You used to go and see inside of the prison, and man, gunning is what they call it. Gunning. Boop, 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 beat off and then fling it. Yeah, fling it off. Fling it after the female security, female guard as she's walking the hall. And splush hit her. Blah. She's like, ah! And he's in there talking about, what am I supposed to do? I got life. I'm 24. I got life. I'm not seeing no female again. This is psychological warfare. Y'all put a woman in here. She wearing tight ass pants. And I'm in here for the rest of my life. Y'all gonna have to lock me in a hole because she coming. And he said, you got to time it right. So the man time it right. Whoosh, and lick her with it. Them kind of something there. Used to see those things, but we don't see them no more. So I used to watch those documentaries. And I remember seeing the females talking about this is how they fashion a dilly, and this how them hold down gal and take it with this and that. And I'm like, the intricacies of, because they're in there for a long time and they don't have nothing else to do but think of ways to get off or get over. Think of ways to get over on the guards that work there and think of ways to get off, right? So them in there construct these things, and that's where I saw like the very manly females, them in there, they run the place. And then pretty much like, yeah, I want you. I want you. Woo! That's when the reality hit you. Like, why me do that? Show was called Life Behind Bars, SouFLo. Yes, Life Behind Bars. And they used to take the cameras back there, right? It's a zoo. It's a zoo. But when that reality hit you is when you hear that or that I want you. Y'all remember Fleece Booty Jackson? And they asked him how he did it, and he was like, well, a young boy comes in here and I says, I likes you and I wants you and I'm just gonna have you. And then they ask him, okay, so if you say that to him and he rejects you, what do? He goes, well, we fight about it, but I win. I'm either gonna knock you out and take it, or you gonna give it to me. Yeah, they turned him into a character on the Boondocks, but he was a real person in the prison on those shows that we used to watch on YouTube when they took the cameras in there. That thing is real in there. It's real in there, and they're not afraid to tell you that I takes booty in here. I takes booty serious. Yeah, booty is more important than food to me. If you see a man a big old thing, yeah, the man licking lip, them when he might talk about bambati. Booty is more. It was one time. It was more serious to me than life. I don't got stabbed up, cut up. I still got the booty. And then I talk about them Jello. I know how they used to. They used to save the Jello. So, yo, I hope some young youth are watch this morning here, and because I'm going through this stuff just to let y'all know, or some young female or some young male that's watching this, I'm going through this stuff just to let y'all know. You out here, you see that young ignorance? Young ignorance is a serious thing, right? We all been there. We all been there. It's a serious thing when you're young and you're ignorant and nobody can't tell me nothing and I got this. What? Yeah, someone I trample the road and this is what I'm gonna do. And your brethren say, yo, come make a move, go South Carolina and carry something I go up so I make some money and blah blah. You say, yeah, me I do road now, and you do your first trip and it's good. And you come back with a little $2,000, $3,000 and you're like showing off now. Yeah, man, come big drug dealer now. We are do road. Next trip, them hold you. You see him, brethren, will tell you about come, if you gonna do this in court, pointing at you like this. He's the mastermind. He's the one that came up with the whole plan. I him. Them done cut deal already to lower their time to give you away and pour you. You did it, and then now you're in here with some dude that's talking about I likes you, I seen you, and I wants you, and I'm gonna have you. Don't do it, my youth. Don't do it. Unless you cut out for that life there. All right? Me not cut out for them life there. No part of me is designed to accommodate none of that. So me used to stay. Anyhow, according to the Department of Justice on February 3rd, 42-year-old, and at 42, Shalian, Jesus Christ, 42 years old, you wait till you're 42 if you go do this. Eh? Even if them give her 10 years, she'll come out in her 50s. Make sure them will give her more than 10 years. Because the amount she got found with and how she got found with it and who she is. She is a senior law enforcement official of 18 years on the Jamaica Constabulary Force team. 18 years. So they're going to hit her. And if you live in the US, you've seen it. It's all over the news. When you see you show up in the Miami Herald, when you see you show up in the what's it, New York Times. These are huge platforms. When you see you show up in what's the other one called? The New York Post. When you see you show up in them kind of, yo, they're gonna make an example out of her, man. Unless, but she starts snitch already, you know. She started to tell already. I'm sure the first time she heard 2 counts and each count carrying 40 years apiece, she said to herself, then even if it run concurrent, no 40 years, Jesus Christ, how she faint. And them have to smelling salt and pick her back up. Miss, and you realize you ain't going nowhere because you're still in that cell, right? 42. No. So if them look at her with 40 years, she'll come out when she's 80. If she do half of the 40 years, she coming out when she's 60-something years old. She talking. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Go watch my other video. I went into details of the indictment. And I read exactly from the US.gov site that carries these cases, the whole indictment for you. In there, they were very specific about where she was carrying the drugs on her body. That's why you see everybody else say it was in her vagina. Yeah. That how many pellets? 90 pellets. A Jamaican, she arrived as a Jamaican police officer. She arrived at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport from Montego Bay, Jamaica. Boy, Fort Lauderdale, hot enough. Hot, and there's a huge Jamaican community in South Florida, period. But it's a huge Jamaican community in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, right? An inspection by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. For those of you who don't know, me run through it real quick for you. CBP revealed that Allen had a package of cocaine up in her vagina and a packet of cocaine in each one of her bra cups. Allen also had 90 pellets of packaged cocaine inside her stomach. Now, ask her something. Knowing that this stuff bursts in you, right, and your stomach acid could eat through this thing and kill you, could you imagine the levels of anxiety when you have 90 pellets to swallow and you're there, you're done stuff up your brassiere, you're done stuffing in your coochie hoo-ha, and now you're looking at 90 pellets and you're like, 1, drink like water, 2, drink like water, 3. Yo, the mindset that you have to adapt to be able to accomplish that. I don't think when I eat my dinner, I do this 90 times. So imagine 90 times she got for with coke, packaged, that could kill you. 90 times. Little water. 57. I when she reached 45 and she realized that she had 45 more to go. Me don't know. She strong. And some people are gonna say no, she's not strong, but she's strong. She's strong. Yeah, thank you, Veronica. She's fearless. And sometimes being fearless isn't a good thing. She's fearless. Because I couldn't do it. Me, after swallowing the first one, I would have started running around. Take it back out of me, please. Take it back out of me, Jesus Christ. Oh, may I try? Somebody please take it back out of me. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. 90. The first one I swallow, I'm paro. Remember me telling us that I'm a hypochondriac. My paro anyway. So the whole flight, even after I done that, the whole flight, my mind would have been saying, whoop. You know, sometimes you're like, your belly get like a little bubble gut or something, and you know, you let out a little silent fart or something, and then look for everybody else like, y'all stick around here. The first time my belly do that on the plane, I'm gonna be telling myself that, yo, one of them just busting at you. Woo! Then I'm freaking out. I'm never dead. I'm gonna dead. I'm telling on myself. I need to get, please land. I need to get to a hospital soon. My belly full of coke. I have some in my coochie. I have some in my bra. I need medical attention. I go dead. You know, do you know how much strength it takes to hold your composure and to tell yourself that Ain't nothing happening. It was just a fart. Yeah, you're okay. Your mind have it strong. Your mind have it strong. No, man. When me done tell upon myself and run up and down in at the airport, they, sir, please sit down. Air marshals would have been jumping on me, everything. Sir, please sit down. No, me can't sit down. I need y'all to emergency land right now. Please, right now, right now. My belly full of coke. Me not me I tell upon myself. You don't do no x-ray. 90 pellets I swallowed. They're in there. Me feel that. I feel them bursting. I feel it. I put another one just burst. I feel it. Me feel it. Me feel it. Please. But me I tell upon myself. I couldn't do it. So I don't know how she do it. But God, man, the saddest part for me with her is her interview, her grandfather's interview. When the grandfather said, one of the first things she did was she buy a house, right? After she joined the force and things, she bought a house. And the first thing she did was move her grandparents out from where they were living into this nice community and this nice house and thing. Her grandmother passed recently, and the grandpa moved back to for them own property and thing. But he said he was so proud of her, right? And to see that now he might never see her again in life. And guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? Because he is way up in age. So you can guess what's going to happen. Remember all these things, people. Them not let you out and put you on no plane and talk about, hey, prisoner Shelly and Allen, number 7234, say, she's going to Jamaica this weekend to attend her grandfather's funeral. He just passed away. Please get her ready for travel. It's not going to happen. You're just going to be in a them place that I hear say, mama pass away, you know. Yeah. Brother lock up a prison, you know. Yeah. Something happened to your son, you know. Yeah. And you just got to hold all that. People don't think about these things. They don't think about them something that you out here, that would kill me. Me being out here and something happened to one of my kids and I can't be there. I can't even see them. That's the thing. You can't even see them. They're a distant memory for you. Everybody are dead off, who grow up and gone them different way, who get caught up in their own troubles and you can't help them and all this. Why you put yourself in that position? Listen, that stuff is tempting as hell, man. Especially when you live here in Florida. Florida is like California. These palm trees and these pretty beaches will fool you, okay? And especially if you out here trying to get with the who has it and the whatnots and whatnots, you will tell yourself, yo, I want to be like that. I'm trying to hustle hard right now so I could drop the top in the summer, turn my music up loud and floss and live this life to the fullest. Hear what? I just want to be able to go to the beach. Forget the ride. I just want to be able to go to the beach, right? And I want to be able to do it at nighttime. You ever go beach at nighttime? It's sweet enough, especially when the weather warm. I just want to be able to go to the beach at nighttime, right? Or whenever I feel like it. You could keep the cars. You could keep the fancy house. You could keep all the bragging and me have this and me have the man around here and or me have the hot girl around here and you could keep all that. All right? Because the time that they're going to take away from my life, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then I'm coming out traumatized because of how long I had to be in there fighting for my body. It's cool. I'm cool. Some of y'all older people be out here thinking, nah, them not gonna want me because I reach 40 something already. They want to because you're weak. They want it because you're weaker. Remember, I said some people are attracted to older as well. You old, but you can still get it. So it's rough. And then you come out with this, you're messed up in the head, and all these things have happened throughout your life, and half of the people them are missing. No, sir. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So they found her at the airport. She had 90 pellets of cocaine package inside her stomach. She said she had swallowed. CBP officers took her to the hospital where she expelled all 90 pellets. And you know how they do it because we've seen those documentaries before, right? Them carry them in our room and they wait for you to poop. And when you do poop, them come scrape for your poop. And then them go through the poop. I don't know who for job that, but Either they must have paid really well or somebody don't like themselves, because I would have been like, damn, I gotta go to work today again. Who we got coming in today? Oh, they just caught this girl from Jamaica. Yeah, she got 90 pellets in her belly. It showed up on the x-ray. Hey, Sarge said he want you to go sort that out. You're gonna have to, manipulate the thing and get the pellets in. Mr. Vomit 30 before we reach over there. You're nothing nasty. Yo, why do you do this? Yeah. That would have been me at work, right? So, but that's what they do. Them gloves up and they sort out the doodle, and then them wash it off and clean up and count out the 90 pellets. And they showed a picture of all her pellets and stuff. The pellet them big no blouse and skirt. I thought when they said pellets, it would have been like that, like one sweetie or something, like some TikTok or something. No, the pellet them big no rotted. Like, how the hell that went down her? No man, she must have had some throat preparation before she did that, because this something them look like some golf ball, friend. How she get that done 90 of them to go? 90. Boy, Shelly, I wish you all the best. God go with you, cause me can't go. I don't want to go. I have no plans of going. God go with you. God go with you. Now, at the time of her arrest, Allen was a law enforcement officer employed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force for 18 years. The JCF later issued a statement saying that she was suspended immediately or with immediate effect. The indictment charges Allen with 2 counts. One is importation of 500 grams of cocaine or more with possession and intent to distribute. She gone for a while, my friend. She gone for a while. If convicted, she faces up to 40 years in prison on each of those counts. Back in the day, I must have y'all know that the system is rigged a certain way, right? So back in the day, people used to get like life sentence numbers for cocaine. I don't think they still do that. I think those laws were repealed and overturned. I might be wrong, but it was a thing that advocacy groups cried about for years. Cause mama one son just get caught with half a kilo of coke and then give him 25 years, right? Back in the day, it used to be like that. But I think things have changed now. And especially if you got caught with crack cocaine, rock, that was the biggest discrepancy within the law, because mostly non-black people were getting caught with powdered cocaine, and then black folks used to be caught with crack, because crack was where it was at for us. If y'all don't know it, we're the ones that took their cocaine because we say, yo, the cocaine too expensive. But we so genius, this black man right here, let me find a way to make this potent drug even more potent, to where they don't even look at that expensive stuff. They keep coming back for this, and the high don't last too long, so they got to come right back. But it's so addictive that they can't get off of it once they start. So we figured how to put a little baking soda, put a little this, drop a pot, flip something, and get this hard piece of rock, break it down, take it to the street corner, and make more money than a kilo of cocaine, right? So you get a brick, and you stretch your brick. They looked at that, and they said, oh, hell no. Okay. So the ones who are coming with the coke, kilo of coke, he gets 5 years. He's out in 2.5 years. Crack cocaine, same amount, weighed on the scale, 25 years. And they fought through the court system for that for the longest. I don't know if those laws have changed. I'll do my research later to find out. But if they have changed, she rotted lucky. I mean, I think she got caught with powder though. But still, when you're not in the skin to win kind of thing, and worse, you're not in a place where it's too favorable to you, immigrant. Oh, you're one of them dirty immigrant from one of them shithole countries. Oh, yeah, okay. And you're a senior police officer, right? And you're bringing that stuff over into our into my beautiful South Florida, yes, to pollute our neighborhoods and our children. Okay, okay, got it. This is what we're going to do for you, right? You'll be confined to the Florida Correctional Institution for how many years? Rah, rah, rah. I saw them do you. Saw them do you. So they put a lot of different thoughts into this. You're an immigrant, first of all, right? In your country, you're in a position of power. Second of all, did y'all know that she also, it's not only drugs, she got catch fire now. We're on the drugs. We're not even talking about the scamming ring where she run yet. She ran a multi-million-dollar US dollar scamming ring. They traced 200 and so, or 100 and something $1,000. I believe it was 200 and something thousand. But just to be on the safe side, 100 as cause me know what somebody say, watch how y'all rise up the number, them forget excitement. So let me go low. They traced 100 and something thousand US dollars to her account that was put there in a little period of time, over a small period of time. And I'm saying to myself, like, okay, Shellyan, I wish I was your friend. I wish I was your friend that you know. And then again, I wish I was our friend because I see people got prison guilty by association and conspiracy. And you and them on the phone and talk about bread and water and butter and how to send 2 barrels go get grandma, and FBI on the phone and think you are talking about how to get the kilos in the barrels. Next thing them come pick you up to, and you in their ball. So no, I wish she was my friend. I take that back. But I wish she had a friend that was real to her, that told her, but then again, you can't talk to some people, right? That told her that, hey man, for one, you're traveling too much. You just did 9 trips in and out of the US in this short period of time. That's red flag for them people that. But you know what they did? Them not said nothing to her. You know, they would have pulled you up and they would say, how come you're traveling so much and you're on a green card? Do you want to live here or do you want to live there? Because it has happened. I've had people tell me that. SouFLo, them pull me up at the airport, you know. Them ask me about if do I want to live here or do I want to live there, because they can make it possible by taking away my green card and then I can travel on visitors papers. But my purpose of my green card is for me to put money in the US system and for you to lay down foundation in the US, so and then seek a path to citizenship. And if you're not doing that, you're not deserving of a green card. You can travel on visitor's visa. 9 trips. And nobody didn't say nothing to her. And she never said nothing to herself. Yo, I think somebody was watching this girl dig. That's a dig her grapes. And she was just going down in it and digging and going down in it. And they weren't saying a damn thing. They watched her though. They said it. They've been watching her for a while. I don't know why my phone's not ringing. Live on the air this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Ah, it's loud though. Thank you. I appreciate you calling in. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm going to break. Well, I'm breaking my name down for you first. What's your baby boy name?
Oh, this is Kitty Joy. Oh, Kai.
It's not no Kitty.
Kai.
Kai, right? My boy is Kai, so it's Kai Tai Jai.
Kai Tai Jai. Why
You
not
will
China?
never forget that now.
I will never forget Kai Tai Jai because it sounds like I'm in China somewhere. But you know what? Sometimes my head got a water and I forget things. So if I say it the wrong way, still,
That's okay.
don't say, oh my God, SouFLo. So Kai Tai Jai.
Right.
Kai Tai
Why
Jai.
did they give this lady a long rope to hang herself?
Yeah, they were watching her, right?
And she got so comfortably and greedy.
9 trips, you know, and imagine 100 and something $1,000
Goodness, she ain't gonna see the light of day.
I feel, boy, more so me feel bad for
Me
her,
feel
but
bad for her, but at the same time, you know that damn dumb you're 42.
yes, I know, like you're no young teen or no young adult 21 or something. You are a grown woman.
And then to have your son who is so young and possibly have a promising future to travel with you. Come on now.
Right.
You could have done better.
You know, sometimes they use their children as decoy, right? Or other family members as decoy.
Doing these things.
Why?
I know a lady that used to take the same type of drugs and in a newborn pamper with the newborn baby in the pamper.
Yes. Yes.
And this was back in the late 90s. I didn't know people were taking these routes. He is blazing in
They
the
used to
mud.
stuff it in the baby stroller. They said they used to put it in the baby stroller wheels. They used to put it in the baby pampers and put it on the baby. They do that with their own children. I didn't see anywhere in the indictment that said though that her son was charged with anything or found with anything, which kind of tells me that she.
But they arrested him.
Yes, but they
That was
arrested him.
enough.
They arrested him. So I'm
That was
waiting to
enough
hear.
trauma on
I'm
him.
waiting to hear more though, because if he was charged, because they can charge, yo, they could be vindictive, you know. They can charge him with conspiracy too, you know.
Absolutely.
Why? And if they do,
Accessory.
accessory and conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yes. Why?
Because man, you have so much. This has got to be her. This must have been her finale trip. 90 inside of you and stuffed in your pockets and stuff. This must have been the grand finale.
90 in her belly. So and in the indictment, they actually broke down the measurements of how much. Actually, I have the information right here. It says 234 grams was in her vagina. 174 grams was in her bra. 942 grams was inside of her stomach. Yeah.
And then the flight attendants are trained to take note of people that's not eating and drinking on a flight, and she could have never ate and drank anything with so much inside of her.
Right. So and yeah, you're right. They have to train to like not drink nothing, not eat nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine flight delayed, your mouth thirsty and dry.
Right.
Oh.
She is one brave mode. She is brave.
Somebody says, Donna Stevenson says, upgraded now, they use a water system. I don't know what that means.
What that is, buddy.
Boy. We stay on the straight and narrow, yes? All right, thank you. I appreciate you.
Than me, I could never.
Say your name for me again, though.
Kai Tai Jai.
Kai Tai Jai.
Kai Tai Jai.
Kai Tai Jai. Big up yourself.
Okay.
All right, one love. Boy, Kai Tai Jai. I think I write that down somewhere. Kai Tai Jai. All right. Yeah, boy, it won't burst that easy. They take it with tomato juice after taking Imodium AD. I did it before. $6,000 a key in Jamaica. $45,000 when you reach New York. And a woman can easily swallow six. Oh, no, hear this. This is an expert telling us, listen, Thomas Sowell says it won't burst that easy. They take it with tomato juice after taking Imodium AD. I did it before. $6,000 for a kilo in Jamaica. And that $6,000, you're going to flip it when you get to the US. $45,000 for a key in New York City. It's less in Miami. That's why people from Miami who run dope, they run it up the road. We call I-95 the cowboy highway. Because you get on I-95 and you go get that money, right? $45,000 in New York for that key, and a woman can easily swallow 625 grams. Boy, boy. Well, she easily swallowed that. 942 grams in her belly. That's from the indictment. They broke it down for you. Damn. She had altogether 1,350 grams of cocaine. Hold on there, call me dunce. Me not do coke, so me not know. So let's do this. How many grams are in a kilo? 1 kilogram, 1 kilo is equal to 1,000 grams, right? And she had over a kilo in her. She had 1,340 grams. Remember, I know. Somebody bing up on that, you know, if that land, you know. If that land, somebody bing up on it, because how much is a million? Live on the air this morning with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, soldier.
Good morning.
Listen to you and your family.
Yes, same to you.
SouFlo.
Yes, Father.
Yes, sir. I was saying to myself, it is amazing how Lanai, man. Because sometimes, you don't get them and to and have there where you see buildings stuff like that because you get to find out later on how they get it. So,
we can't hear you, We can't hear you. You're in and out. I don't know if you have us on speaker or you need to speak into the phone or what.
Okay.
How many pounds is in a kilo? No, that no sound better. We still can't hear you.
1 kilogram is equal to 2.205 pounds. To convert from kilograms to pounds, multiply by approximately 2.2.
Yes, you're okay now. Hold on there. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.25 pounds or something like that. Over 2 pounds. I will eat that. Go to the gym and go try to pick up a 2-pound dumbbell. It holds some weight. So where are you now?
Yes, I was a little boy growing up in Jamaica. My mother said, never put your man to wind up because you never know where you get it from.
Yes.
And how they get it.
Yes. My granny always said, never grudge nobody for what you see them have because you don't know how they got it or what them have to do to maintain it.
That
so you cut your eye past people things. And I've kept that with me my whole life.
That is same thing with me too, man. Because it's a big home.
Yeah, you're gone underwater again, don't. Well, we're not going to keep you long on the air this morning because you're underwater for us, but we get the point of what you're saying.
Okay, then, so thank you. You happy with what you got this? Am I listening?
Yes.
All right, man. Blessed. Thank you for accepting my call.
All right, family. Blessed.
Blessed.
Yes. So, boy, it's rough out there. I don't know what prompted her to do this, but I'm telling you that right now, what's going on is deep investigation are going on a list of other JCF officers right now. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning. How you doing?
Okay, I'm fine. I tried to get.
Do you have me on speaker?
Yeah.
Do you have us on speaker?
No. Hold on. Now I had it on Bluetooth.
Okay.
I'll take it off.
Now you're clear.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me.
I'm listening to this program, and I remember Bob Marley said, "Now you get what you want, and do you want more? You think it's the end, but it's just the beginning." That's why I go on with the lady there. Regardless, yeah. So people don't content, and when like a man said, "Just money evil," that money is not evil. Man do evil things for money. When your mind not content with it, you get you know how to do it, you're gonna try to go for more. Then all mean necessary some people does, and that was her.
Yeah. But I want people to put something else in context though. Remember this, okay? So I like to put everything on the table. So please remember this. I remember a group of women that actually opened up some stores in Jamaica and thing. And some gangsters approached them, right? And when the gangsters approached them, the gangsters said, "I'm gonna fly out. And when you fly out, you're gonna carry my drugs. And you're gonna drop my drugs off at the destination. I tell you to drop it out. We are gonna organize your papers and everything. And then you come back. If the woman them said no, them store get closed down." And one of the women said, "We really didn't have any choice." All the females that said no, their stores got closed. I'm not gonna say what area it happened in, but Uno who've been paying attention over the years know where it happened, right? So some of these women are under duress and stress. See, and one of the women said her whole life savings she put together to open up her liquor store, and then she got approached by them after. So the last thing she wanted was her business to close down. So she took the risk and she did it. There was another one who took the risk, did it, got caught, did time in the US and got deported. And there are others who are still there who haven't gotten caught yet. Some of the gangsters them dead off, so things changed a bit and all these. Some man gone to prison and nobody else not running that route. and so all these kind of things. So put all that into perspective. I don't think she was the mastermind behind this.
Oh, okay.
You understand? I don't think she was the mastermind behind this. I could very well be underestimating her too.
Yeah. A topic I didn't get to. I always listen to the rerun, and I was listening to the rerun of yesterday's show. But we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna call another time about that with the island. You was hitting a lot of points, but you had a discussion with a Trinidadian woman. I think she's lost somewhere and she don't have no sort of understanding what goes on.
The one that's we need.
You were telling her about acquiring wealth within the Black community and how you should and what goes on. But she didn't still get it. She talked about Nigeria, Guyana. I'm from Guyana. I've been following your program. I talked to you a couple times.
Yes.
And I listen to you every morning. If I miss you, I do the rerun. Because sometimes I'll be traveling. And you don't know about it, but you cover everything. But I want to say that she is lost. She need to rethink, look at things from a wide perspective, and not from within one point. But like I said, some people are lost, and you can't help them.
True.
But I listen, and from you, I get to start acquiring my wealth for my kids. Yes. I learned from what you were saying about the Black folks, and that's where I this dude is right. I'm just preparing for me.
Yes.
But my kids gonna leave like how I left when my father died. I had to hustle and grind for myself.
Yes.
So you right, man.
Manners and respect, my brother.
Keep up the good work.
Manners here.
And stay doing where you're going, man.
All right. One love.
Respect our manners. All
right. People still ask me how much it is. Just go to Google and see when you want to look up porn and stuff, big booty girls and G-strings and all this. Talk to Google and ask them how many ounces are in. They already told us how much it was. She had 1,350 grams. So from that, you should ask how many pounds is in 1,350 grams, or how many pounds is in a kilo. 1,000 ounces makes a kilo. She had over a kilo on her. Then she had over 2.5 pounds of coke she had on her. Right? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo and SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm all right, but I hear you talking. Oh, you sound like you're sad for this police lady, though.
Oh, me do what?
You sound sad for the police lady. I'm happy. I'm happy they called her.
Jesus Christ. But I'm not compassion.
So many years and all of that. Come on, SouFlo. These cops have been doing this to the Jamaican citizens. They lock them up. They do all type of stuff to them. So when they're in that shoes, them forget it and they forget 40 years. I believe that.
Yes, I agree. And
them wicked.
I agree. And you can imagine, say, if somebody like that, right, she in a position of authority. So you can imagine how many people she effed over along the way. Because she's not an honest person. Right? You see the character, come on, no.
Yes, these police, the police, the politicians, all of them people here, they've been doing it. And I'm happy she got caught. Only thing with her son now, I heard they locked up her son and stuff. I think maybe he didn't know anything about it. Maybe he didn't. Maybe she just brought him along. He's probably in a jail shock right now. And I think she's just gonna take because it was me, which I wouldn't do that because I rather clean down teeth or me was the one who when she expelled the pellet, me I dignite in the poop. Yeah. Honest bread SouFlo.
I believe in
honest bread. You understand me? I'm gonna do anything for that. Me in America, I mean work, save my money, hard work SouFlo. You understand me? To gain what I have to gain. I said these police officers, you see her with the big long gun, he can't meet no much man short, she's stepping on belly and all of that and act like she's oh, on this side, you see our grandfather can't believe because they don't know what she do. They don't know what she's doing. And she come up here, she distribute the drugs, she go back with her money, continue stepping a man belly and short for the same thing. She's scamming. You know how long the ABC people them are watching? You know how long them are watching, so for them want to make sure they got her and they got her good. This is how they work, you know. They're not regular cops.
Yes.
They watch you,
for
say
years.
them these ABC people lock you up so close, then know them have you. Them have her.
Yes. Fox.
You know, so that's all I called to say this morning. Thanks for taking my call. Let me let someone else do SouFLo. You do a good job. Great job.
She said when she said she would clean dog teeth. You imagine you said your choices are you either go sling drugs or you have to go clean the dog them teeth and the pit bull them ready to get them teeth clean. And you over there try clean dog teeth. You said me not sell drugs, I prefer clean dog teeth. You and the dog them on them teeth. Yo, live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Big up yourself, big up yourself. Not many pioneer, you don't know. Yo.
Yeah, see that?
They need to make an example out of this woman, Shelly Ann.
I think they are.
Shelly is moving like Carrion. The kerosene them for the 87 them. You see me I say?
Yeah.
PR son is involved. All of them involved. There's a big conspiracy. All police involved in it too. What she needs to do, SouFLo, is testify upon these people and expose everything. Blow the whistle upon it. She's been getting away with this for how many years now? All right.
So you think her son involved?
Up there, she had pellets inside of her stomach. Hold on, SouFLo. She had 2 pounds of this stuff on her. 2 pounds of it in her.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brother. Some inside of our tun-tun, some inside of our bra, some in it. But guess what now? They wasn't investigating her for the drugs. It was the scamming. And when them tell us if we take off our clothes because them are carry her go jail, and that's how them find the diet stuff. You see what I say? Yeah, it was like a 2 now, but only by other people involved SouFLo. What she need to do is testify on these people.
Same.
Because me I hear say them hold somebody down here. She have a police link. What she give out information upon. And them send team down here.
Yes.
Brother.
And
they
it's not him
alone. An example out of her. She needs to get life imprisonment.
Sure.
Life in prison. Yeah, man. She needs to just stand in there. No deportation. She's going to stay in an American prison for the rest of her life. Yeah, man. Because guess what now? When they give her time and send her back down to Jamaica, she can do the same thing again because she can go to a small island and sneak back into the country. Simple 1-2 SouFLo that only costs 15,000 US. Man do it daily, every day. That is it. Simple 1-2 for do that. Yes.
So you think our son involved?
It's a brand new world out here, man.
You think
Jamaica is a brand new Jamaica.
Somebody said move your blood clot. I want to know why Rodney Forbes said move your blood clot. Rodney, talk to me now.
Man. You know them love troll already, SouFLo, man. Big man like them need to go mind them picnic. Because all I'm talking about is straight facts. So you know who am I talk to?
True.
You understand? Them love troll too much SouFLo. Look how much people watching, look how much likes you have. All the people them who like, them are the real bona fide people. Me always like a thing, brother, and comment and thing, and people run me down and talk about me chat too much and this and that. But this facts me a state.
Facts, fam.
She needs to be made an example out of because there's other crooked police that is running drugs and gun in Jamaica. Right now, them are doing SouFLo, and you know this too.
Yes, but all right, so hear this now. I want you to answer that question here for me. Because you see me, that's why I never get involved in this kind of life because I'm the kind of person like this. I run it wicked like this. Hear me now. I go in a character for you. Hey, my girl, you see when you reach up, so you see when them hold you. You see if you mention my name, the whole of your family dead off down here. I start with your son. and then your grandfather, and everybody else. Remember that here?
Straight.
Just like that, you know. I saw me with a run it, you know.
Pioneer, SouFLo, the North Miami Pioneer.
All right, sir. Big up yourself.
Hold on. Did you know that after 9/11, everybody is x-rayed when they go to the airport?
Yes.
Them x-ray your body and your luggage. So when you swallow pellets inside of your body, them see it. Can them x-ray your body?
Brother, right now, them can x-ray you before you even reach the x-ray machine.
Thank you.
Them
no,
and
x-ray
sweat.
your body. Everybody's body is being x-rayed when you're inside of the airport, especially
Yes.
when you're in an American airport.
Yes, that's facts.
What they're looking for is terrorists, bombs. That's what they're looking for. So that's why them x-ray you.
Right.
But when them x-ray you, them find the drugs inside of your stomach.
Right. And the crazy thing about she, like you said, that a lot of people not paying attention to is the scamming thing they was watching her for. And when them hold on pan the last trip here and strip her down, them find all the other things.
Yes, SouFLo. Let me tell you something. I have a cousin who get catch so and I x-ray them on body, brother. Him swallow the pellet them now him sitting. He might do it for years, you know. But right after the 9/11, he might do it from in the 90s, brother. Multiple trips he made, but after the 9/11 thing, he do it again and get catch, brother.
And you know how everybody stay already. Once them catch you is the first time I ever do it.
Yeah, I know you can sit in there.
Yeah, that's the story. The day you catch me is the first time me ever do it.
Right, but hold on now. That style, SouFLo, they need for dash with that style. Eh? All that swallow pellet thing, old school style, man. Them way above that. Right
that's why them get catch, man. And I thought they would be more intelligent than this, though.
Yeah, them so fool. And guess what now? She's a law enforcement officer. So you don't know the law, woman. Shelly Ann, you damn idiot.
Sorry.
What's you fool? You're a police officer. Don't you know the law? Like, come on. You're crossing international waters with illegal narcotics inside of your body. Oh my God. When that the judge done with that, man. Make me tell you, she a go beg them for dip her back home. And when she reach back home, them a go kill her. Watch me tell you.
Yeah, because she start talking already, you know.
When she reach back here, them a go murder her, SouFLo. Believe you me.
Yeah, because she start talking already. She start calling name already.
Exactly.
And they printed it in the affidavit that they contacted the Jamaican constabulary force to let them know what she had said, which names she called already. So they have kicked off an investigation in Jamaica. So yes, she's talking already. She's calling names already.
Yes, it's a big scandal.
Yeah.
SouFLo, she don't have no choice, SouFLo. When them have in the cold room there and them talk about 80 years and you now go see your son and your you start chat.
Brother, in them room there, you know, when you're in there, you're hot and the AC are blue and you still can't sweat. Yo.
SouFLo.
Everybody tough
to them put you inside of a freezing room, SouFLo. The temperature is probably below 0, brother. And you handcuff you to a table and leave you in there for about 2 hours before them come chat to you. By the time them come in there, you're shiver, brother.
You're ready.
You don't know what we do.
You're ready.
Yeah, for start chat.
Yeah, because you just want to go in a warm cell. But
thank you. You want to see your family. All of your privilege gone. You want to call this, you want to call that you can't do none. You start talk.
Sure. I see a brother in one of them room there. Hear the brother. After I'm done, tell everything. The brother said, so am I gonna get to go home today? Mr. Rotted, them prison really full of people who look smart but dumb as hell. Cause after all that what him just said, he asked, am I gonna get to go home today?
Well, criminals don't know that the key to doing crime is to not get caught. When you're doing crime, you forget with it. When you get caught, that means that you're fucked up. Exactly. So when you're a criminal that did prison time, that means that you're not a good criminal, you asshole. But guess what now? People see that as a strike. Say that you do prison time. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you're a failure. You're a flunky, nigga.
You failed that criminality. Boy. Brother, talk
SouFLo, come on now. The key to doing crime is to not get caught, SouFLo. Come on, brother.
Yeah, that's not true, man. You're right.
So
you're absolutely right. We just can say
that
like
means
you.
that you did something wrong.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. So that means that you're a failure and a flunky. So going to prison, you shouldn't get no stripes from that, but on the streets, you get stripes from it. That's why I say the streets is a myth, dog.
Yes, it is.
What they're doing is dumbing us down to talk about hug the block, gangster shit, nigga this and nigga that. All they're doing is conditioning our mind to dumb us down, and we're doing it to ourselves. It's called the Willie Lynch syndrome.
Facts.
Willie Lynch came from Portland. Portland, Jamaica was where Willie Lynch was from. That white man, that slave master, is from Portland, Jamaica. Research it. William Lynch.
God know?
Yes.
I've read the Willie Lynch theory, but we never know all that. So in the wickedest part of the slavery thing, when them used to tie with our foot force and tell the horse them run the way there and the way there.
Let me tell you, is him teach the American slave master them how to control them slave.
Right. Right.
In 1712.
Right.
He wrote a letter to them to teach them how to F them inside of them bottom and rape off them wife and
in front of them and them something
and all kind of thing. Yeah. William Lynch do it and Jamaica him do it from because Jamaica was the most wickedest in slavery. Researching the things I like me I tell. So that's why we go on so we do one another brutal and savage. It's coming from the slavery days. We are colonized already by ourselves. See, they keep talking about the white man and how we're independent because of the colonization, but we are already colonized. Yeah. So, me not get what this conspiracy theory is. It already is unfolded on you because we're destroying ourselves. Just think about how Jamaican people bad mind them one another and all they sitting there and style them one another when them get successful. Nobody no help, nobody. Everybody have to get it for themselves. Nobody no business with them one another and all them sitting there. So guess what happens? There is no generational wealth being trickled down to none of these families. So guess what get passed down? Poverty.
Facts.
And we are a great people. If you research the African culture, we are a great people from Mansa Musa, who is still the world's most wealthiest man. He was an African. That's what we're coming from. Not the transatlantic slave trade, but that's all we're remembered as from being the slaves from the transatlantic slave trade. And we are greater than that.
Yeah, true that.
So let's get back to greatness, but it starts from mindset, my brother, SouFLo. From Miami, my brother, my alumni.
Big up yourself, my brother.
Mindset.
Big up yourself. I could free up that line there, here.
Yeah, man, you don't know SouFLo, man. No, man, pioneer, no pioneer.
Right, that's all. Somebody said, is the twanging for me. That brother there, I tried more than anything to keep his Jamaican accent together. He went to high school with me in Miami. We went to the same school around the same time. So a long time in there foreign. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLo, what?
But then I'm brother walking.
Yeah, what you doing? I mean, everybody just happens to see this woman will commit a crime out of duress.
Talk up in the phone. I don't know if you're up on speaker or something, but you're muffled.
Okay. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you're muffled.
All right. Everybody seems to be happy about this woman that committed a crime out of duress, right? Because even right now, banks are closing down all over the world, right? Right now, politicians and some of the richest people in the world are doing worse, committing crime. Right now, Hillary Clinton and a lot of other politicians have committed crimes. I don't see the outrage. I don't see, and as a matter of fact, the deal that the politicians are making with the backside companies in Jamaica, that is a crime in itself.
Yeah, we can't do that, no, brother. We can't do that. We can't do that. Let me have to stop you real quick. Here why. You're go down a path, you see, where we've been down before. And the thing is, nothing good comes out of that. For instance, I remember our brother got caught, and here a family member talked about Well, I love my brother alone because the politician them are the real big drug dealer, them and them now get no time. Hear me though. Your brother wasn't no politician, and your brother knew before he got into what he got into that politicians do what them do, and them get a different outcome than when regular civilians do it. He knew that he was a regular civilian. He knew the consequences that would come with his actions. That's the thing. I think these people are more caught up in the fact, or you said them sound happy, right? I think they're more along the lines of because of who she was. See, she was
okay. Can I jump in and say something?
Yeah.
It's a difference, when somebody commit a crime out of gluttony and greed and get up and then eat and then drive the nicest car and wear the nicest clothes. And then it's a difference. It's a difference when somebody born into nothing at all, right? Them sit hungry every day, right? And them don't ever have the opportunity to get the right kind of education and right upbringing. And this single mother thing that is a style where we pick up as a culture. It is very damaging to the culture. You understand me? Because
hold on there. Sorry, not to cut you off. Morning, boss. Something in the Benz that we want to pick up. You see it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I drive through there last night, but you think the lock up early, I never see vehicle until late, man. Come, yeah. All right, what? Yes, yes. All right. It starts when him the day here, and then cut off. See. All right, so here what? Wait, let me call you back. I'm up on a live show right now. All right, I'm soon forward. All right. There's a mechanic in my town called Mac Daddy. Mac Daddy and Sons in my area. If you don't know that man there, you don't know already. And that would be a good person for me to do one full interview with. I watch this man over the years. He's been my mechanic for over a decade. Anything the man can fix, and my vehicles are always well maintained. And I've watched him grow from one little small something to now the man have one huge complex. So that would be a good person. Because when we talk about generational wealth and them thing, them cut off the man. You still there, brother?
Yeah, man.
My apologies, but I had to take that call.
As a touch on generational wealth, there's no generational wealth to be gained when there's a single parent, and then one parent have an excuse why they cannot raise proper functioning adults, and then those adults, through hunger and separation and being damaged goods because of our culture, our new way of showing tough love to each other,
Right.
That is what is the root cause, So when you see black people, that is a humble, loving people, committing crimes and doing some of the most atrocious things across the world, we as black people, we say we compassionate, and loving.
So
because that is also being brutal and savage when we cannot be.
So you're saying it's poverty and lack of opportunity that's causing.
No. I'm not saying that is just that alone, and I'm not saying that's a crutch, because many black people come out of poverty and lack of opportunity. But when you look at the abuse, when you look at what's going on in Jamaica right now, Jamaica changed from the Jamaica in the 70s and the 80s where we had when Manley just leave and then set up Jamaica in a way that we could have lived a life that was more civilized and more up to par with quality. Even when the Jamaicans left Jamaica and they went to other places, people wanted to be like us.
Yeah.
But just like with leaders like Andrew Holness in office right now, remember, you have to lead by example, and then the one leader we can really say, a PJ Patterson, we're really trying, but Portia Simpson, enough of them sell out the country. And the backside,
the resources.
It's really them a fight to own piece of the isle because it's a part of their land. And we Jamaicans, we ignore that. And it's like we just run like we're dunce and we're stupid. And right now we're being clowned all over the world. Even the music right now, you're going to some of the club them. It's not like a Screechy Dan or a Red Fox or one of them clean kind of reggae. Nobody know the dance or move because the gun thing, the white people are afraid of that because their culture and for them kind of music don't promote them things there. Them not promote death. Them not promote evil and them not promote keep on your brother, don't trust your brother. When you listen to that music, they marry that girl, marry her, I got enough of them kind of nice vibes there. So when you see them walk with a smile on them face, you kind of understand why, and some of them still end up going rob, thief, kill people for no reason, and then get away with it, then get the police just kill a man where they get 5 years, 6 years, and they might come out on 3 years, good behavior.
No,
people get murdered, no people get killed, and they not go to jail.
I give you time to talk, but I want you to wrap it up and put a point on it for me, cause
yeah, the point I'm putting on it, man. She get caught for drugs, right? She get caught and she probably was scamming. 40 years, 80 years is ridiculous. You understand me? Plus, she's a Jamaican. She got caught on American side. We have to work out something where Jamaica and Jamaicans have proper representation, proper legal representation.
Are your sister?
Say it again?
Is your sister?
No, I don't know the woman, but she's a Jamaican. And
brother,
it's like you, SouFLo, you're a Jamaican too.
Brother, yeah, but here what? Let me tell you something. Me's a Jamaican too, but me's a different kind of Jamaican. You see the kind of Jamaican them like me? You see the kind of Jamaican them like me? We take the brunt of all the foolishness. Because because they when people like those go out into the world and do what them do and represent we in a certain way, them go sit down in prison. We get butter after.
No, but you see when we bring it to the light, SouFLo, you see when we bring it to the media, we bring it to the front, and then everybody jump on it too. And we're not being smart about how we're representing ourselves or each other to the masses.
No, and no. Here why. Here why. You ever heard of the Miami Herald?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever heard of CNN, MSNBC, Fox News?
Yeah.
Okay, so these big news media entities plash it all over the front already. So when we come talk about it,
that's when SouFLo and Fame Edgers should either say, if we can't put a spin on it, that's gonna make it look a little better for us as Jamaicans, then we're not gonna touch it because there's so many other things that we can talk about.
No, we can't do that. Honestly, I want the youth them to know, so when you go to prison, brother, the more than likely somebody are going to try to bend you over and rod out your body hole. Make sure you don't go down the road. I'm not trying to pretty up nothing. And I'm not trying to put no spin on nothing.
We don't have to send those messages and still bring each other down. That's the thing. We can find a way to either ignore each other's shortcoming and uplift.
Ignore it.
There's so many good people in the community that's doing positive.
Yeah.
And then we can still send the message that jail isn't the place to go, gangs isn't the thing, guns isn't the thing, because the guns in the community is only hurting
Nobody not listening to that. Nobody not listening to that, sir. We are all grown people, my brother. And for you, if you start spoon feed people like that, it's like undermining their intelligence, okay? I don't need to come to anybody that's grown on this platform and say, jail is not the thing, prison is not the thing, drugs is not the thing. The whole of them know that already. You see me? The whole of them know that already. So they're gonna make their choices that they want to make because some people you can't talk to. So when they make the choices and we see the consequences from their choices, we grab those consequences and we show them to the rest.
But then when you look at how white people report on other white people,
we don't care about them.
So
that's one of our biggest mistakes. I don't care about them. That's one of our biggest mistakes.
Socially engineer back the thing and bring it on a level to where the forefathers, the older Jamaicans, them did set it. Because right now it's like we're just there and some crab in a barrel thing that
y'all tell me about sweep it under the rug.
Each other.
Y'all tell me about sweep it under the rug. I'm not in that.
Let's go to sweep it under the rug.
But that you say put a spin on it, you say talk about it differently and
or if you could have a little more compassion like them, you know, when I was Jamaican sisters was falling and you know she was a police and we don't know what kind of police she was, but you know it's 40 years really worth.
If she did catch me in Jamaica with 2 kilos of coke on me, what you think she would say? She out on duty, right? Me fly down to Jamaica, I spend my money, I buy my coke because in Jamaica I pay $6,000 for the key and I'm gonna bring it back to the US and make $45,000 off of it. And she hold me down there. What do you think she would have said?
You know what, SouFLo, I'm glad you bring that up because now the Jamaican them all over the Caribbean, especially Jamaica, know when them hold a man, them think 2 times because sometimes them a commit crime too. And you see the thing called karma and laws of attraction. The energy what you put out there, it's going to come back to you. And this is what we need to understand as black people, that we can't just get up every day and just feel like, say, yeah man, we could just jump on a wagon and follow a van. Because right now, that is what is happening. And come out for the backside situation. We have to get some lawyers together and get some people together. And we have to set up the welfare and the state of Jamaica that we can have a peace of mind and we can live like normal people in this world. Because I don't like how the politicians and the government just sit down in an office and collect money and taxes and land taxes and drive up inflation and utilities go up through the roof. You know, I'm going down the other day and I'm 45,000. I have to see my cousin light bill and him now work nowhere and them things there. It's crazy, brother.
Yeah, but
you know, so when you see a man a robber and a thief and a police sell so much drugs, it's because of the damage and the conditioning. Said, yeah, you have to be number one.
No, brother.
You have to be the top.
All right. You say your piece, make we end this and take a next call.
Love your SouFLo. One
manners
love.
And respect, my brother.
Watch out.
One love. Manners and respect. Live on the air this morning.
SouFLo.
Yes, fam.
Well done, man.
I'm there, I know, but you're not coming through too clear. So talk clear for me, please.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Let me tell you something. Morning, I just from the 5,500 subscribers. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I just know, man. Whether I don't figure out that we are talking speaking like no Jamaican.
Yeah, we can speaker or something, brother. Or Bluetooth or something.
No, hold on. You got a road check, so.
Talk on the phone.
Let me turn this thing off. Hold on. All right, so that was Shelly, right?
Yeah.
I make it, hey man, I swear to God, I make this woman, man. I mean, I'm not telling them a lie, dude. I go to the casino, right? I was in, I live in Bermuda. I ain't going to the casino.
Brother, you have to talk up in the car. We can't hear you. Me have to tell you again, me have to go cut the phone.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. What do you got the truck, man? Yeah, I think what happened, man.
All right, so listen. Fix up your phone thing and call back.
Yeah.
What the brother was saying before now make no sense to me. What he basically was saying was we should pretty it up, and somebody like me, he did a kind of throw a word, but him have love still. I think him get up this morning and burn a spliff and listen to some Bob Marley, and then he wanted a kumbaya moment and thing. Manners and respect for that and love, right? But here what? At a certain point in this game, it's easier for them to like blame people like me and talk about how get on a platform and start talk about people in a certain way, and our sister has fallen, and if we pretty up the thing, we must put a spin on it. We must, yes, she is our sister. And yes, she has fallen, a mighty long fall, a hard-rotted fall. Me and you coming up and saying we have to put some system in place because 40 years is too much time. We can't change American laws. That's the laws they have on their books here. If she did in a what a country they name, she would have been looking at execution. What a country they name? Well, and then how much Singapore? Them kill the people them, and you think their death row is, oh, you're on death row for the next 20 years? No, boss. You get convicted today. You dead by the next 6 months. Your conviction is sure. Your firing squad is definite, and you're dead. See? So we can't go to people's place and change their laws to suit us and to suit the worst of our kind either. And we will have, if we start doing this and sweep on the rug and all this, you don't think somebody, you see them 3-letter word people that them watch everybody, they will be sitting there saying, this is a platform right here that facilitates certain kind of behavior, which we find to be terroristic, encouraging the influx of cocaine from their island into our country and blah, blah, blah. Lock on pandemic. No, some of we not cancer. And some of we grew up real poor. Me know a man who go to school with no shoes and them couldn't afford even lotion. Them used to use cooking oil, rub them skin and shiny up and go to school same way. And they made something of themselves out of nothing. So me don't want to hear about no poverty this and politician that. And you can't find a next way. Don't expect me to be one of the people who support your thing. I will give a little bit of compassion, but me not gonna sit down up here and try to sweep everything under the rug and act like, you know what I said? Live on the air this morning. Good morning.
Morning, sir, man.
Morning, family. I hope so you can loud and clear through because everybody.
Yeah, so it's got it. Yeah, I don't know if I can hear me clearly still.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
I mean, I don't know what could have possessed that woman to actually go through all of that. I mean, I don't know if it's greed or somebody put her in a situation where she just don't have a choice. I can't come out of it. But one thing we can say, that the amount of years that she get, she not see her back for them.
She not see back because even if them run it concurrent, my friend, and even if them cut it in a half and run it concurrent, she still a look on 20 odd years.
Yeah, because not to mention the scamming detail, when them add that punishment, she could have got to 8 years. Because me not hear about the charge drop on the scam, you have to drop charge, I don't hear about.
Nice Lisa, she never falls, she fly into it like a hawk, rotted. Yo, we have met text serious thing, make joke boy, but yeah, my brother, we are still trying to figure out what mindset made her do that. Most of us are saying it's greed. Others are saying there are other. I'm saying there are other circumstances surrounding this. It is not as clear cut as we would like to think it is. And me still I said this, me don't think she was the mastermind behind all this. But it's because she gets old now, she's gonna have to push out and take that charge there. Because consequences come with not taking that charge on your own.
Yeah, because look at it this way, everybody knows that the USA thing at airport well developed when it comes to X-ray and all those things. So if you forget where that means money pay over good. So you come like the money never pay over good this time. So to end up get catch.
Boy,
yes, I
don't know money no pay over. Them Antoine from a long time, my friend. They said it in the affidavit. The people that have them paperwork, you know, they can trail and show you, you know. They've been following her since 2019 on our radar. You see the scamming thing? The scamming thing, the FBI dubbed it, called the scamming thing, the Shelly Ann something named after her. The whole case file is named after her from 2019. And them not said nothing to her. Them wave to her at airport, make she go through. Don't even search her, just let her go. And we're on her. And you know, let me tell you something. You must people don't understand that them people here don't trail you in an airport. them catch you in an airport. Them people are trail you out a road in your real life. So when you at the grocery store coming out, them done pass through and see your whole shopping list and everything. When you gone to your yard, go sit down, they're like, okay, this is where she rests when she comes to the US. This is who she's linking with when she comes here. All the people that what she associate with them, they're on the file too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they've been documenting her for years now and waving to her at the same time. And she thought it was all good. The caller that called in before that said, the one who always said, not Miami Pioneer, no Pioneer. He's absolutely right. When time people do this, them go with a little bit first and them say, yes, me get one. Next time, little bit more. Yes, me get one. And continue to build and build. And that's why, Mr. When they catch them, they're like, oh, it's the first time I've ever done it. Nobody does that the first time and swallow 90 pellets first go around with how much 234 grams in your vagina and another 174 grams in your brassiere. And nobody does that on one go. This is something she's been doing. And they've been on her about it. I think they was trying to see who the big kingpin was.
When we decided that into the matter, showing that, about China, about it, and the back the bus.
Well, the vagina is very stretchy, I said, baby come out at already 13 pounds and some ounces, so, and I hunger 2 pound and a half, or 2 pound and a half, she did not carry, so, that's yeah,
she good, man, but not even just put it in her bra, like, seriously. I mean, who would have in there, bro?
She pack it everywhere, my brother. In your so, in round there, so in her mouth. Like, think about it. Y'all think about it? She put it everywhere she could have put it,
She put it everywhere she can put it, but I mean, but I know, because it's for fair size, fair body, and all the one of them sitting there.
And she little and feel good. Boy.
Yeah, she good. Man, I like she good. But trust me, I just say from the entire country, I just could do that. And then them go start and I pre you. Basically, them watch and see if you come back in the car. Them really want to come back a second time, but them can't be like the fire going.
Then that means someone. Right. Well, all right, my brother. Man,
yeah, man, bless up and I'm not there calling them come in and do them thing. See?
All right, one love.
Yeah.
Boy. Live on the air. Good morning, SouFlo.
SouFLoTV.
Yes, family. Wow. Yeah, I can hear you now, loud and clear.
All right. So listen, man. I made this woman, right? Million.
You met Shelley.
There's no cause on earth about to be using her, right? But I put a picture that you put up the other day, man, and I remember what I went through with her, man. Okay, so I was at the casino one day, right? And she was there, dude. I swear to God, she was there. I go to the casino like I'm.
All right, you meet her. She was at the casino. Carry on with the story, no brother.
Yeah. So anyway, what? We are gamble, right? She had gamble big money, man. Every second she go, she put like $5 sometime. We play roulette, right? Roulette expensive here, like $25 something. So anyway, get to the story, man. I was losing, man. I was like about $2 grand, $3 grand, and so I play a number. I played 16, right? But 19 came out. But because the guy knew that I was losing, because sometimes they do that shit to you. The guy paid me, right? And everybody else came and said nothing. They know I played 19 and 16 play. So the guy was paying me, bang. She went up in the fucking boat, man. I'm sorry for this. She was going to move. I said, why did he play him? This is him. That's what I remember playing. So I said to her, lady, you need to shut up. You know what I'm saying? What's up? This is the casino. Because when you catch me a lot of money, nobody cares. So the guy want to pay me, just let me go,
What you say?
And yeah. And then,
because we're not hearing you too good enough, brother. We're not hearing too good again enough. So whatever you're saying.
Okay, so she leave the table and she came back, right? And I used to say, you bump a grass clot. That's when I realized she's Jamaican. And I'm like, what? And she got me with this egg in her hand, and I was going to kill my ass. You know what I'm saying? So I went to my car, man. I packed my stuff up, you know what I'm saying? I came out to the casino, but I just went to the casino.
So she win big or she win big at the casino.
Man, she was losing like crazy.
She was losing a lot of money.
But yeah, what the mistake she does, she keep on going to the front of the casino and withdraw money from her account. And that's where they track her from, like, I'm serious. They track you like that, man. Because she got an account in America, you know what I'm saying? So she keep on, when you go to the casino, I do that all the time with I'm a working man, I work.
So him said Shelly did there at the casino, right? And she was playing an expensive game at the casino, and she was spending a roulette, and she was spending a lot of money, and she was losing, and she kept me up here reiterate your story because them can't hear you and me can hardly hear you. I'm gonna cut the call here soon, but I'm gonna say what you said. And she was losing, and she kept going back to her account and drawing out more money and coming back to the table and losing more money. So she'd lose a whole heap of money, and them something there is why them start to track her, is what he was saying.
They track it from there. There's a guy that work on somebody's job, and once you count the money, they take it to the casino, and they track him. And he took like $4 million from the country, man. He was the guy who had the money with anything on the casino.
Somebody said, Ross Jada said, tell him to talk patois and sound more clearer. But you know, some of their foreign so long we're confused. We don't remember how to talk. So we'll be like this 1 minute, like, you know what I'm saying? And the next minute you hear me over here start talking.
SouFLo.
Yes, brother.
I've been here for 40 years, dude.
See that? See that? So here what? That can be. I was gonna say Have ambition says that can be the contributing factor. You are right.
One of it.
One of it.
I respect you.
Manners and respect, my brother. All right.
40 years for the soul, brother.
Yeah, make it count here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm a good man.
Me know you did there dash for thousands of dollars casino. You must good. Cause me can't do it. Big up yourself, man. Live your life.
Respect.
All right. Yeah. I can't tell a man how to spend the money if he's working hard feet, don't. If you're in a position to throw away a couple thousand at the casino, because me not rather go use that spend that on one girl or something. Pardon me. But people are gonna say, so you're married, why are you gonna spend all that on a girl? But I'm saying, me not rather use something else with it. But if I that tickle your fancy, then go ahead. You work hard for your money and you have it like that. Hey, you know. But yeah, he was saying that he met her at the casino and she was spending like crazy and she was losing like crazy and she kept drawing out money to spend more and more and more. So them kind of something that draw them to you anyways, and them start them investigations from there. So could be a contributing factor for sure, right? You notice that we didn't even get to our other topic this morning, which was Cardi B told my girl that said she better go find my money because TashaK just came out and said, I ain't got it. Don't ask me for no money. Remember, I know, one time the whole thing gone, TashaK got her cease and desist and she ran right past it and said, what? We got lawyers on deck. We got this and we ain't scared of nobody and all this. You know them tough talk there? She Boy, Tracy, I appreciate you so much. Big up yourself. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. That can go help me with the car. The car now. The AC just gets fixed in that Benz. I am happy. But anyhow, here's somebody to me. All Benz you have a hype over SouFLo, man. A new time now. If you get a new Benz, hear me. I wasn't trying to hype. I wasn't trying to hype. Me have what me have, and that's it. Right? Me not in the material things anyways, like that. I can run down material if I wanted to, but there's so much more to life than that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, remember, me have 6 picnic. Yeah? So if you know who rich with you with no children, or your one child of 6 me have. So take all that into consideration. But anyway, so let's switch the topic real quick. Me feel a way for yes. Some people say have some compassion. I do. I don't like to kick people when they're down, and she's very much down at this point. But I want those who are not incarcerated yet, who are still doing the same foolishness, to look at this and see the level of embarrassment that comes out of it, not only to you, but to your damn nation that you come from. Also, I want you to see all the consequences that comes with this. That's why I painstakingly went through speaking about stuff like how her grandfather is never going to see her again in this lifetime. She have to go meet him on the other side because he's up in age and ready to pass away and all these kind of things, right? Our children is going to be out here battering on their own and she won't be able to be there. Them kind of something that think. Not only that, man or woman are going to try to ride you inside there and you don't go them way there. You know, think about all the consequences that comes with this. So yes, I have compassion for her, a fallen sister, and I'm not saying beat her no more, but we have to teach from others' downfall as well. Moving right along now with this, let's get into the last topic of the morning, and we have extended morning this morning, right? So after Cardi B won a defamation lawsuit against the blogger TashaK, born LaTasha Kebe, the Up rapper was awarded a total of $4 million. But TashaK said that her pockets aren't full enough to give her that hefty sum of money. I ain't got it, is what she told Kendall and Kendra G on the LLBLK's Social Society. Listen, I ain't got it, she said. She said, listen, I ain't got it. Because they asked her, listen, you got this big old judgment. Cardi B, she's going to want her money. She said, I ain't got it. Don't ask me for no money. I'm reading the excerpt, quote unquote. I ain't got it. But listen, we have business things in place that takes care of things like this. But of course, the appellate court and the Supreme Court is in process right now. So she gonna say that she ain't got it, and the Supreme Court is in listen up. Let me tell you something. Word got back to Cardi B that the Georgia-born YouTuber didn't have any plans on coughing up the millions that the court ordered her to pay. Somebody touched Cardi and said, Cardi, you seen this? Shorty over here saying you ain't getting no money. Don't ask her for no money because she ain't got it. Mind you, Cardi B just came out and said she now makes $1 million per show. $2 million for overseas shows. So if you think this is some kind of money for Cardi B can probably do about 3-4 shows and cover everything right here. Tasha was also hit. Imagine somebody sue you and you end up having to pay RL. RL says that she get what she deserves. Thank you for that donation, RL. All the tough talk will have to go away, right? But I guess keep up the facade while it lasts. Word got back to Cardi B. You ain't getting your money. She over there saying she ain't got it. Cardi B jumps on Twitter. Cardi B says, you think it's a game? But trust me, I'm going to come for everything. BBHMM, she tweeted. You hear what Cardi B said? You think it's a game. TashaK said, I ain't got it. Don't ask me for no money, quote unquote. Cardi B fires back. Oh, you think it's a game, but trust me, I'm going to come for everything. BBHMM. I don't know what that means. Somebody please tell me. She posted a tweet with a clip from Rihanna's video for the hit song of the name, but she was forced to remove it. My music reps just called me and told me to take it down. I can't never have some fun. Damn, she said. Now, in January, Cardi B took her to court, claimed major distress that she was pregnant. The child that she had out of that pregnancy actually has developmental delays because she was under severe stress due to the situation that she put her through. She went and got a doctor. The doctor says, yes, she was under severe stress and the child is experiencing developmental delays, and her marriage was strained out because she didn't want to be intimate with her husband, because her husband was looking at her funny because this woman kept talking about how she was putting up bottles inside of her hoo-ha when she was stripping and she was doing this and that, all kinds of other things about her. And it came back. It came back. She testified that she intentionally posted false things about the mother of two in order to get her Unwind with TashaK platform to thrive financially. This I'm taking right now, just so nobody can say I make this up. This is at www.yahoo.com/lifestyles/Cardi B/TashaK. All right, that's right there. But it was funny because when she came out, Tasha said, I never lied and I never said anything in court. I never backtracked on anything. And then the document says you testified that, you know, you intentionally posted false information about the woman to get your platform for. So I tell my audience this, and I tell the other bloggers this: be careful what you're doing. Okay? When the court ruled that she should pay her $1.5 million in punitive damage, $1 million for pain and suffering, $1,333,753.47. That why them number along make me stutter to say them. In litigation expenses, $500,000 for reimbursement of legal fees, and $25,000 for medical fees. Y'all say I'm breaking up, static going on. Y'all hear me good now? Can y'all hear me? If you can't hear me, it's time to end the show. No audio. Yes, I hear you. All right. Who says yes, 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 yes? I hear you. Okay, yes, yes, yes. I'm going to end the show. Okay, yes, I hear you. Good sound. Okay. So, listen. Again, let me run you through what the court ruling was. Okay? The court ruled that this vlogger should pay $1.5 million in punitive damages, plus $1 million in pain and suffering, plus $1,338,753.47 in litigation expenses, plus $500,000 for reimbursement of legal fees, plus $25,000 for medical expenses. People, we're not talking about Jamaican money, you know. We're talking about US dollars, totaling $4 million US dollars. So you see them platform there, they've actually have a name they've coined for it now, and it's called hate platform or something like that. You see these platforms when you get up and chat about people and you do it in such a derogatory manner. People say, SouFlo, you're a whole back man. If you say it like this, or if you say, I can't. Because I know the consequences that can come from it, right? And another thing that I have to safeguard this platform is this. Any person who feels offended or feel like I've hurt them in any kind of way, they are free to get in touch with me and say, yo, I like how you handle my story, you know, you disrespect me to the fullest, you degrade me, you put me through this, that, and the other, and I can look into the situation and say, you know what, I'll remove it. Because me not go through no, hey, my lawyer is on the phone, hello, yes, this is so-and-so from Copenhagen, so-and-so law firm, and on behalf of my client, blah, blah, blah. Hey, chill. You sent a cease and desist? I seized and I desisted. Me don't want the drama. She claims she don't have no money, right? You hear what Cardi B said, though? One of the worst things you can do is try to go up in court with somebody who has time and money to do it, right? So all the appeal, she just gonna throw some money at some top lawyers to keep handling this. And then they're gonna start coming for, the judgment is already made. They're not going to take the judgment back. It already. They are going to go after her resources. They're gonna go after her resources. You have a company, you have something, you have some money in the bank stashed up over here, so you have this, that, they're going after those things. But it's still a laughing matter now because it's in the appeal process. It's still a laughing matter now, and it's still, I ain't got no money, don't ask me for nothing. I ain't got no money, and you ain't getting nothing, that kind of an attitude. Okay, we'll keep following this. Because, hey, baby, you here? I thought you left with mommy.
No, we talked about it.
I love you. Come here. I'm about to close out the show anyways because I got to go to the mechanic. Y'all see how my baby grew big? All right, go on.
Daddy, are you going to the gym today?
I want to, but I got other things to take care of.
Okay.
All right, let me get off this real quick. Now that I know you're here. All right, so here what? We're gonna end this right here this morning. I didn't know she was here. Right? I guess she's in the other part of the house, but big up on herself. Thank you for being here. Festive morning. It's the weekend. Stay safe out there. Don't get into no foolishness. Surround yourself with people that love you. And if you can't do that, it's okay to be by yourself. All right. You're in Florida. The sun is out. It's hot already out the door. Go soak up some sun. Take off your shoes. Walk barefoot on a beach. Walk barefoot in the grass in the park somewhere. Well, I don't know about all that. But yeah, walk barefoot somewhere on Mother Earth. All right. Connect and these kind of things. Big up yourself. All right. And I'll catch you on the next video some other time soon. And stay tuned because we have some of the Klansman One Done Gang video them are come out for you. Tour come to bump. And you don't want to miss these. All right. Catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.